All right. What an incredible lick this is. It has a great contrast between some inside playing, and then he brings it more out in the middle of the line, and then he resolves it back to the home key just perfectly at the end of it. So we are doing this over impressions, over the D minor 7 chord, and I think I might have stumbled on some interesting insight into how he may have been thinking over the outside part, because it kind of puzzled me at first, and then something just dawned on me, and I thought it was actually a pretty cool way to kind of maneuver around some outside playing. So we will get to that when we get to that part of the line, but we start out with the more inside part where he basically just does straight diatonic arpeggios in D Dorian. So we start with the D minor arpeggio, and I'm doing D, and then I hammer on my pinky to F, and I do my ring finger on A, and then we do an E minor arpeggio after that. So like I said, straight diatonic arpeggios in D Dorian. So the way I'm fingering that, I pull off from the A to the G, so this is starting the E minor arpeggio. So then my pinky plays E, and then my middle finger plays G, and pointer plays B. So I'm shifting from 5th position to 4th position. All right? So that is the in part of the lick. Now this next part is where he brings it out. Okay, so let me just show you the fingering I'm doing first, and then I will discuss the theory and what I think he may have been thinking about. So after that last B note, after we play that E minor arpeggio, the B note is the last one. We slide down a half step to B flat, and then G flat with your middle finger, pointer on B flat, and then I do this, my pinky on D flat, and then I pull off to C with my ring, pull off to B flat with my pointer. And then middle finger plays G flat and D flat. Okay. You know what? I'm wrong. I don't pull off the D flat, C, and B flat. I only pull off from D flat to C, and then I pick B flat. Yeah, I mean, you could do either one. I like the way of the articulation a little bit better, picking the B flat at the end. Alright, so now I was kind of puzzled by what he was thinking over that part, and I was just looking at it, and basically to me it just looked like G flat Lydian, if you look at the notes. Right, it's basically just a G flat major arpeggio with the sharp 11 added, and then it dawned on me, if you moved this exact same lick down a half step, it's F Lydian, which would be part of D Dorian, right? So if you actually played this exact same lick but down a half step, you'd get this. Right, and it would be straight Dorian. So then I thought maybe he's just taking something that would work in the key and just moving it up a half step to create this really outside sound. And I just think it sounds so great. So when we put that together now, we have this. And then after that, he brings it back to the home key of D Dorian. So we start with this, pointer finger on A on the 3rd string, and then my middle F pull off to E, and then I pick the F again. Alright, and then A, and then C with the pinky, and then I shift up to the 5th position. I pick E on the 2nd string with my pointer, and then G with my pinky. You know, actually now I'm thinking about it, I think I only pick that first note. I do F, pull off, hammer on. It's hard when I slow these down to know exactly how I'm articulating them. Alright. So right there, intervallically, it's the 5, flatted 3rd, 2nd, flatted 3rd, 5, flat 7, 9, 11. So right there, those 4 notes, it's actually an A minor 7 arpeggio. So some of you may be familiar with this already, but if you are playing over Dorian, a minor key, in this case D, you can start on the 5th of the key you're in and play a minor 7 arpeggio. Right? And it gives you this nice combination of chord tones and color tones. Alright, and then after that, he just finishes off with a D minor pentatonic. So right there, I do F with my middle, hammer on to G with my pinky, then I pick A with my 1st finger, then pick F, and then G, F, D, F. I pick all of them. I'm sorry, I don't pick all of them. I hammer on from F to G, then I pick F, pick D, pick F. Alright, and then D, C, D. So it just resolves with straight D minor pentatonic. So that last little piece of the lick is... So awesome. Such a great line. So the whole thing slow would be this. Alright, so such an amazing sounding lick and some great insight into how you can take some inside stuff and just, mess around, move it up a half step, move it down a half step, just try to move it to a different spot where it's not part of the key anymore, and see if you can create this outside sound and then resolve it back to whatever key you're in. So that is it. That is our episode for this week. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. And as always, if you would like to donate and support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/MikeAudetteMusic or paypal.me/MikeAudetteMusic. That's our episode for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next episode. Take care.